What's up, Flow family? I'm coming at you with another Facebook group exclusive tip. This time we're going to be talking about a trick that a lot of you have questions on, and this is the shoulder neck roll or the sunset. This is a very complex move for students to get down because we're not just doing one skill at a time. Whereas when we do a shoulder roll, it is one skill. When we do a neck roll, it is one skill. Now we're taking those moves and we're mixing them together to become one fluid motion, two skills in one trick. So now I go shoulder, neck roll. If you want a full breakdown on just that basic technique, you can find that in your curriculum. So go ahead and go on to theflowsystem.tv. You can see the full breakdown there. But I want to elaborate just a little bit on the timing and some teaching techniques behind this move. Because the difficult thing about teaching body rolls is that it becomes very difficult to tell students what their timing is. Whereas with a release, I can say, okay, you're going to throw your bow, 1/1000 catch. 1/1000 catch. And it's that same timing for everyone. When we're doing body rolls and all of your students have so different body frames, whether they're kids or adults, whether they're a little bit skinnier or a little bit thicker, your timing is going to be a little bit different with the way that you're doing body rolls. For someone that has a smaller frame, the shoulder neck roll is going to happen much more quickly. For someone that has a larger frame, you're going to be taking a little bit more time to let the bow come around. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's just the nature of the move. As long as you use the forward, center, up kind of technique that we use in the curriculum, and I'll explain that again briefly. As long as you use that teaching technique, most people will be able to get it. So this is the breakdown. We start with the right leg. I'm going to assume that you're going to do a left side shoulder roll. If you're going to do a right side shoulder roll, you do the opposite of everything I'm saying. But for a left side shoulder roll, your right leg steps out into a front stance, and you're tucking the long end of the bow under that left arm, and then you're repeating the forward, center, up motion to make the bow go first over your shoulder, then around your neck, and then down to your chest where you'll make the catch. So from here, forward, center, up. And that will work for 90% of your students. There's another technique that you can use if that's not working so well. Especially for adults that have a little bit more broad frame, you might want to use the side-to-side method. This method would be, instead of leaning forward to my right, I'm going to stay centered and just lean to my right and then back to my left. A much more simple motion, and this will work for some people, but it does not work for everybody. So now I'll push my shoulder roll, leaning slightly to the right, and then come back to the left. 1, 2. To the right side, and then to the left side. Tucking underneath. Boom. And that's another way that you can complete your sunset or your shoulder neck roll. So take your time. This is going to be a move that can frustrate students a little bit because it is so difficult, but make sure your students are aware that it is a difficult technique and it will take them some time to get it down. The cool thing about shoulder neck rolls is that it's like riding a bike. Once you get it once, you'll never forget how to do it. The timing will always be the same once you have this technique. It's always over the shoulder, round the neck, and then make your catch. So I hope this was a helpful teaching tip, and good luck with teaching your students the shoulder neck roll.